Hello, and 555 to you all. We are reading from Joseph Prince's book, 100 Days of Favor, Day 34. You have God's presence and favor regardless of your circumstances. Today's scripture: where can I go from your spirit? Or where can I flee from your presence? If I ascend into heaven, you are there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, you are there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the utmost parts of the sea, even there your hand shall lead me, and your right hand shall hold me. Hebrews 13:5 says that God's presence in your life is guaranteed constant. But I want you to know that you cannot evaluate God's presence and his unmerited favor in your life based on your circumstances. To help you understand what that means, let's take a look at the life of Joseph. Joseph considered not his circumstances, but kept his focus on the presence of the Lord. Joseph refused the advances made by Potiphar's wife, and as the common saying goes, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. She maliciously accused Joseph of attempting to rape her, brandishing as evidence the garments that Joseph had left in her hands when he fled her. When Potiphar heard his wife telling her version of the story, his anger was aroused, and he seized Joseph, stripping him from his place of authority he had given him, and threw him into prison. Just put yourself in Joseph's shoes. What is happening here? It sounds all too familiar, doesn't it? With the painful memory of his brothers casting him into the pit fresh in his mind, here he is once again cast into the dungeon, even though he was innocent. Any average person would be bitter and angry with God. Most people would ask, where is God? Why had God brought him this far, and only to abandon and forsake him? How could this happen? Where is the justice against this false accusation? But Joseph was literally no average Joe. He knew that the Lord would never leave him nor forsake him. Joseph considered not his circumstances, but kept his focus on the presence of the Lord. Regardless of whether he was a common slave, an overseer of Potiphar's house, or now a prisoner facing the prospect of life imprisonment for a crime he did not commit, Joseph did not evaluate God's unmerited favor in his life based on his circumstances. Instead of getting bitter, he kept his hope in the Lord. Instead of throwing in the towel and giving up on God and life, he kept his confidence knowing that all his success was wrapped up in the presence of the Lord. And boy, did the Lord deliver him. I want you to read this for yourself and to see what the Lord did to Joseph. But the Lord was with Joseph and showed him mercy, and he gave him favor in the sight of the keeper of the prison. And the keeper of the prison committed to Joseph's hand all the prisoners who were in the prison. Whatever they did there was his doing. The keeper of the prison did not look into anything that was under Joseph's authority, because the Lord was with him, and whatever he did, the Lord made it prosper. Man, I love Genesis 39:21-23. What does this story tell you? If you refuse to bow into your circumstances and continue to be conscious of the Lord's presence, wherever you are placed, wherever your environment, you will rise to prominence. You will have the favor of your bosses, and they will promote you man in charge, and whatever you do will prosper. Today's prayer, my friends: Father, keep me mindful of your loving presence wherever I am. And because you are with me and for me, I thank you that I will have favor with people and I will prosper in all that I do. And today's thought, my friends: God's presence in my life will cause me to prosper regardless of the location or position I'm in. 555 to you all.